So we're going on to Keemstar versus H3H3.
Hell yeah.
Anyone who has not been posted up on it, I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys know straight up. About a month ago, I guess these two have been feuding for a long time. A little while ago, H3H3 was talking about Keemstar again. He brought up an old feud. Keemstar released a video basically saying, listen, I don't want to have to kill a snake, but I will. Like basically saying he's going to expose him. And then H3 releases a 46-minute video. Basically, I mean, per se, destroying Keemstar, right? It's a 46-minute video of Keemstar admitting that he doxes people. There's a 46-minute video. In the video, it has Keemstar on live stream giving out a guy's phone number, his wife's phone number, his address, and that guy happens to get swatted by one of the members of his stream.
But it starts off with him calling this guy a pedo, right? So go into that first.
Right.
Let me find... Yeah, this guy right here.
Basically, there's an older gentleman that plays RuneScape. He's a senior. I guess Keemstar accused this guy of looking like a pedophile. And everyone knows Keemstar's fans are literally anyone's fans out there. If the entertainer attacks somebody, their fans, friends, family are going to attack that person the same exact way that the entertainer attacked them with blinds on. And when you call somebody a pedophile without looking at the information, this is what he did. He said this guy looks like the pedophile, and he actually said he was him, right?
Yeah, he said this is the same guy. Well, because
the same guy.
The guy that was arrested for molesting a child or whatever was a streamer on Twitch that looked very much like this, that streamed the exact same game that this guy streams. Like, I mean, I would have came to the same conclusion for sure, 100%.
Right. So basically, Keemstar was like, oh, it's him because the guy, I guess, got released from prison. And then all of a sudden, a couple months later, this guy appears, and he looks just like the guy, and whatever. It was a mistake, and it literally, like, ruined this guy's life.
It's been forever since this happened. And
a year and a half.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this guy is still messaging Keemstar, being like, look, I'm still getting death threats. I'm still being called a pedo. This shit that you did a year and a half ago or whatever is ruining my life, right? Yep. And so this is how Keemstar responds.
For people trolling you anymore, because I am not guilty of that. I'm guilty of that video being wrong and what I said about you, but I'm not guilty of you being trolled in 2017. If this happened once or twice, I just let it go. But you've done this to me multiple times in the last 6 months, and I'm holding back every urge from saying just like, go fuck you, go fuck yourself. I'm holding that back.
I need to be real though here, okay? Because, like, yeah, Keemstar was in the wrong, dude. He made a story, called a guy a pedo to like 1 million people, and that guy's life is like basically over, right? He's called a pedo for the rest of his life. He's fucking like, it sucks. And Keemstar should feel bad for that. But I swear to God, even if I made like that, the biggest mistake like that, and I was reminded of it for a year and a half straight, dude, I would be fucking tired of it too. Like, I already said I'm sorry. I already apologized. I already took down the video. I already did all this. And like, I would feel bad, like, yeah, lay it on me, you know, call me a piece of shit, dude, like, you fucking have the world hate me for like for whatever, you know, just like lay it on me. But for like a year and a half later to continuously being told like what a piece of shit I am for doing that. Like, yeah, Keemstar still deserves it, but I get it. Like, I would be pissed too. I'd be like, dude, stop fucking harassing. Like, stop fucking... I get it. I said sorry a year and a half ago. Like, what else do you want from me? I'm sorry.
You know, Keemstar also offered to pay him 20 grand on the spot as well. I don't know if you got to that part of the video.
No.
And then, I don't know, Keemstar actually did make a video the very next day apologizing, and it seemed super genuine. It's like, that's the cool thing about humans is that we grow, we change, right? Yeah, we evolve. Like,
yeah.
I'm not defending Keemstar. He deserves this guy to get after him.
Yeah.
But at the same point, Keemstar did do everything. He offered him a large amount of money. He literally made multiple videos apologizing.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I think in this situation they're both like kind of in the wrong, right? Like, I mean, I don't think the guy's in the wrong for being accused of anything. Like, I think 100% that's on Keemstar, but I think the guy's in the wrong for he's like beating the dead horse, right? Like, oh man, like dude, He understands.
And I get it, yeah. Yeah, and I get why he wants to do that, you know? But, like you're saying, like, it's just
maybe you and I are just totally wrong on this, but when I watched this, I felt really bad for the guy, and I feel like Keemstar's a dick for it. 100%. 100%. Yeah. That was my reaction as well, but...
And then, I think what fucked up... No, this was a long time ago, dude. This was 4 years ago.
Right.
So, what H3 did that I think fucked him really hard, I think the thing that made me feel more bad for Keemstar than I already did. I was like, yeah, Keemstar deserves it, and also he like doesn't deserve it for that long amount of or maybe he does. You know, I think he does, but it's like I still get the mentality of him being like pissed that this is still fucking happening to him after, you know, a year and a half, 4 years or whatever. But then H3H3 includes this last bit at the end, which I think was a big mistake. If you're trying to start beef with somebody, I think like him including this portion of it was like a really bad call. Really, really bad call. So,
but all right, thanks, here. Man. Take care, dude.
This last clip here. 4 years earlier.
This is a big fuck up. This is a serious big fuck up, to the point where I just feel ashamed. I feel ashamed. I can't believe that we would fuck up like this. We reported a story that this Massachusetts man, John Phillips, had sex with a teen that he married in an online game in RuneScape back in 2011. Okay? And that he got out of jail, and that he's streaming on Twitch again. Now, the problem with this is that that's not John. That's a gentleman named Tony. And when we reported this video, a bunch of you went over and harassed this guy. Called him names, pedo, sex offender, you name it. This guy didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong. And because of me, he was harassed. I pride myself on getting you the facts. Like, I pride myself on getting this right. I don't ever want to f up like this again. I don't ever want to fail you like this again. I pride myself on being right. And I was not right this time. And Tony, if you're watching, we're going to make this right with you, no matter what we have to do.
Like, wow. I don't think I've ever heard such a genuine apology before.
Like, yeah, I agree.
And why would H3 include that, dude? That made I was, like, rooting for H3 all the way up until this point, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, man, dude, fucking Keemstar looks like a total fucking dick. He never apologized once. You know, like, he never did fucking nothing nice for this family. Then he includes the fact that he offered $22,000. He also offered fucking this insane apology, which we've covered multitudes of fucking apology videos on this fucking channel, on this podcast. This is by far the best apology I've ever heard.
Yeah. And it actually sounds real.
Yeah. Like, legitimately nice. Like, and to include that in your fucking content nuke video, dude, it seemed weird, right? Why would you do that?
The next subject of this subject is Etika. H3H3 made it look like Keemstar attacked Etika, and they were just the worst people, and he was the worst person ever to Etika, and it was just like the worst thing ever, and he left out a lot of things, and he put in a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like yeah. you could clip and take out multiple things and make anyone look bad, right? Like, you say, like...
Dude, I was thinking about you and I just shooting the shit while playing video games sometimes, dude. Like, if people wanted to, like, cut our conversations up, like, where, like, we randomly, like, just call each other a piece of shit, or, like, you fat motherfucker, or, like, fucking, like, just... It would sound, like, really bad if you cut up all our insults to each other and, like, cut them together.
Dude,
like,
it would, bro!
It would sound
like, if
awful.
You just if you cut up and you put in only the parts you wanted to hear, you could make you sound like the worst person on Earth. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Honestly, you could. And that's kind of like, after seeing Keemstar's return video, or what is it called? Response video?
Yeah, response.
It's kind of what, like, it sounded like in the Etika thing.
Etika is at the Elmhurst Mental Hospital.
Right.
That's what he told me.
Everyone knows already. happens. I'm guaranteeing that shit was leaked before Keemstar. Keemstar was not the only person to know, and I guarantee you that shit was leaked. Everybody knew. But since he's well known, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you other people knew. Yeah. So he takes off multiple tweets. You know, he basically, what H3H3 does is he types in Etika, he types in Keemstar, he types in Etika, or whatever, as Keemstar said, and he chose the ones that made Keemstar look the worst. So basically what happened is Etika has done this multiple times, where he will disappear for 3 days at a time after making a tweet or a video about him that he doesn't want to live anymore. He wants to kill himself, or you know what I mean, like basically
it's like
whatever.
A goodbye
and
video.
Yeah, a goodbye video, and then he will disappear off of everything for like 3 or 4 days, and then all of a sudden he'll just show up and start streaming again. He did it like twice, I think, is what he said. So the third time he did it, or the second time, whatever, you do that once, dude, you're losing credibility, right? You're losing credibility. Like if you do it again, like people aren't going to believe you.
The boy who cried wolf.
He did it again. He posted a video the same way. And he was gone for a day, and Keemstar was posting tweets. He was like, "Hey, man, it's really fucked up that you're doing this to your fans." Like, he didn't, like, if I thought one of my boys was still alive and he didn't come online for 2 days, I'm messaging him, "What up, bitch? Where you at, pussy?" You know what I mean?
What's up, motherfucker?
And if it comes out, right? Like, that's what I'm doing personally. Yo, bitch, like, where you at, motherfucker? Like, are you too busy for your homeboys now? Like, you little bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my messages to my friends. And then the second I found out, I would do the same thing. I'd be like, yo, like, this dude was like one of my best friends. But if you look at our DMs, it wouldn't seem like that. Because I'd be like, yo, bitch.
That's true.
You a pussy. Haven't seen you in 4 days, stupid motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be sending him memes like, oh, who am I? Like the Simpson meme where he walks out of a bush. You know what I mean? You know, I'd like, you said, like, one of my friends ever does that, and you catch my DMs with that dude, it's fucked up. I'm telling you right now. Like, it's gonna make me look like the worst person ever. But it's not how I feel.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
again, just like playful banter, dude. It's just how we fucking talk to each other, you know? Before we even get like any further into this conversation, I just want to make it clear. I have a huge bias here. I'm a huge fan of H3H3, dude. I love H3H3. Ethan is fucking hilarious, in my opinion. And I know almost nothing about Keemstar. The only things I know about Keemstar, from what I've seen, is he's a piece of shit. He fucking starts drama for like no reason and all this shit. Like, so I already have like a negative opinion of Keemstar and a super high opinion of H3. Now, with that being said, I find this 46-minute video to be a little fucked up because the whole reason why this video is being made is because Keemstar called Ethan a liar because he was supposed to be raising funds for a lawsuit for copyright infringement that they had, and there was a Payday 2 downloadable content that you could download for $5 featuring Ethan and Hila Klein, which is the H3H3 team. And all the proceeds were supposed to go to something, and they didn't go to something, and instead they went directly to him. Whatever it was. So Keemstar called them out on it. So H3H3 comes out with this video shitting on him for the shit that he said about the guy Etika who committed suicide, the shit that he said about a pedophile that ruined that guy's life, and the shit that he like said about doxing people, and then the smallest sliver of this entire 46-minute video was about the shit that he said about H3H3. So essentially, what it feels like H3 did was discredit Keemstar by throwing all these other fucking things on him to validate the one criticism that he really cared about, which was the criticism about himself. And it's kind of fucked up too, because this guy, the pedophile guy, this has been going on for 5 years. Ethan is just now stepping in, right? When it's affecting himself. When he knew about this for like this whole time, right? Because they've had beef. Keemstar and H3 have had beef for like a really long time. Ethan could have done this a long time ago and like tried to set the record straight for this pedophile, could have set the record straight for Etika, but only when H3's affected by being called a liar does he bring up all this other shit that Keemstar's done, right? It seems a little fucked up in my opinion.
Like, in my opinion, out of these two videos, H3H3 is kind of getting blown out of the water.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
And Keemstar has only responded with the 14-minute video. He hasn't even gotten
one allegation too.
He hasn't even gotten into it yet. I'm excited to see what we'll definitely.
We're updating. Next week.
I'm definitely excited to see the future and like what Keemstar comes back with. So as of right now, though, like personally, I feel like H3 made a mistake. H3 actually went after Keemstar's sponsor, G Fuel.
Yep. Throughout the entire video.
Throughout the entire video, he was like, "Oh well, look at this G Fuel. I sponsor pedophiliac accusers,
falsely accusing people of pedophile."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And so it came down to that. Keemstar actually walked away from the sponsor with G Fuel. He didn't get cut. He actually walked away from the sponsor,
which he could have been just a smart play on his part, dude. Like, he may have gotten kicked off. There may have been a conversation that was taking place, like, we're thinking about dropping you, and he's like, yo, let me save face, and I'll just walk away from it and say that I walked away from it so I can save face and still be, like, sponsor-friendly, like, in the future. You know what I mean? I think that's a total possibility. I don't know if that's what happened, but
so far, like, and I'm sure this is going to develop into a way bigger story, like, as it moves forward, but so far, from the response video, from everything, like, Keemstar had things to back up. Like, Keemstar had a text message from Etika's mom and his ex-girlfriends and things, like, basically saying, like, dude, we're not excusing for Keemstar for what he said. We still think what he said is shitty, but we don't think it was his fault in the slightest.
Yeah.
And here's what the text message from Etika's mom said.
This is Etika's mother responding to you to address the recent threats and accusations that you received in relation to his death. I wish to inform Etika fans, friends, and viewers that Keemstar is not responsible for Etika's passing and should not be held accountable for my son's actions. Etika loved Keemstar's show and wanted to make his appearance both memorable and exciting. My son's goal was to make the segment as dramatic and entertaining as possible, not to use it as a vehicle of hatred towards the show's host and creator. Spread love and goodwill instead of passing judgment. What's truly needed is a much better platform supporting mental health awareness throughout the world. Please build up your online community with kindness instead of recklessly breaking each other down. In God we trust, you will take these blessings I send out to you.
It sounds like Keemstar was just fucking around with a buddy, because throughout this video, throughout the response video, Keemstar constantly talks about all the conversations that he's had with Etika, like off camera and on camera and stuff like that, and how like there's playful banter between each other.
Listen, Etika, a African American, called Keemstar my N-word. Okay, we all know what that means.
That means homeboy.
We all know what that means. He's like, Keemstar, you my.
And then he dropped the word that you're not supposed to say.
He dropped the word that CIS white males are not allowed to say.
Yes, CIS white males are not allowed to say. Wait,
as
can I say it? Am I allowed to say that? I don't think I can.
You're like
say
on the
that
spectrum.
Either.
You're like on the spectrum. Yeah. No, because you were.
I was wondering how Hispanics are able to, like, what we're allowed to get away with. Because you never really see us in the news. Yeah. Right? Because we're never in the news about anything.
Right.
This Mexican said the N-word. I've never seen that anywhere.
That's true.
Have I been able to say it this whole time? Holy shit, dude. The thing that's crazy is, like, I love H3, dude. I would love to be biased and be like, fucking, nah, H3H3 fucking has this right, Like, I love H3H3, and I'd hate to see them going through some drama, especially since, like, they've put the groundwork for copyright infringement lawsuits. Like, they've put the groundwork for a lot of YouTubers. Like, they've done so much good on the platform, and it sucks to see them just... I'll have to wait till the end of this entire drama because, like, shit's gonna unfold, dude. I'm sure H3 is gonna respond. Maybe they'll wait for Keemstar to release the next 3 episodes. I think he said there's gonna be like a total of 4 because there's 4 accusations, so there's probably gonna be a total of 4 videos. Him covering each one individually in individual videos, which is actually really smart because then he gets ad revenue on each video. You know what I mean? So fucking smart on him. But dude, I just noticed? Did you see the like-dislike ratio, dude? We are in the minority here, dude. 108,000 likes, 144 dislikes. 144,000 dislikes.
For his response or for the H3?
For the response, dude.
Wow, really?
Holy
That's nuts,
shit.
dude.
Did we miss something, dude? Because, like we watched this separately. We didn't watch it together or anything, but we both came to the same conclusion.
Maybe we're just like shitty people, and maybe we're just attracted to shitty people, and we're not defending a shitty person, but we're giving our outside look on the situation. This specific situation. We're not talking about the expendency of these guys' lives and everything they've done shitty. We're just talking about this one situation, right?
Can we backtrack? Can we just like rewind the last like 40 minutes and just fucking Keemstar is the worst, dude. Can't believe he did all that shit.
I watched H3's video and his response, and Keemstar's just a bitch.
He's a little bitch, dude. Yeah. H3's number 1 in my book, dude. I love H3.
Right.
They can't do anything wrong. Let's see. What's the like this? Yeah, 403,000 likes and 53,000 dislikes. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm on H3's side.
Yeah,
now.
H3 side, guys. Keemstar, boo.